Hi everyone, this is Ali Hussein Kasim of Ali Talks Tech. In this weekly roundup of news across Africa and the world, we have some interesting updates. First, we go all the way to Nigeria, where PalmPay joins Zone's regulated blockchain network. Then we look at Donald J. Trump's bold crypto move. Some are starting to call him the crypto president. Next, we look at DeepSeek and its shakeup of tech stocks in the US. Then we go all the way to Southern Africa, where the central bank governor of South Africa has debunked or rubbished this nonsense of a Bitcoin reserve. So let's go to Nigeria as we look at PalmPay's entry into Zone's regulated blockchain network. Zone is an interesting company for me. It's coming out of a company called Upzone. Upzone decided to separate their payments business and their infrastructure business, their core banking infrastructure business. The payment business is now called Zone, and the core banking infrastructure business is called Core, I think. Yeah, Core. Core. And these are the smarts that fintech entrepreneurs across Africa really need to learn. How to navigate the policy and regulatory frameworks. Zone's achievements are very clear in terms of them understanding that there is a fin in fintech. Unfortunately, most of us sort of kind of forget the fin in fintech. So they built Africa's first non-layer one blockchain network, which is regulated. And they've also secured a groundbreaking partnership with NIBS, which is the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, which is co-owned by the Nigerian Central Bank and financial services players. It's now processing transactions with a 99.5% success rate. The partnership with PalmPay brings about 35 million users and 1.2 million agents into the Zone blockchain ecosystem. Direct transaction routing, end-to-end transparency, same-day settlement. This is interesting, and I think looking at how the Nigerian ecosystem is panning out, it's not a wonder that they are a leader in fintech in Africa. And by the way, NIBS is in terms of fast payments or instant payments, they are the 6th in the world. We now go to the so-called crypto president. President Trump has taken a groundbreaking step into the world of crypto. He's ordered the creation of a digital asset working group. This working group is going to be looking at the potential of creating a cryptocurrency stockpile. I mean, what's a cryptocurrency stockpile? What are we stockpiling? I think these guys are starting to think about crypto like a gold-backed economy. Where are we heading with this? And this is probably the first time that a president has been so bullish. Apart from, I think, a South American country, I can't remember, where Bitcoin has actually become officially fiat currency. So this working group will evaluate the benefits of a Bitcoin reserve, risk associated with that particular initiative, and what will be the impact of government purchases on Bitcoin's price. Interesting times. No wonder Bitcoin has moved beyond $100,000 since Trump has taken power. Now we look at a Chinese upstart that has completely scrambled the heads of American tech executives. In the last couple of days, DeepSeek AI, a Chinese AI startup, has officially launched, and because of the way people are perceiving this startup and its user experience, I have used it and I'm seeing how there is a differentiation between what they are doing and what the open AIs of this world are doing. It has sent American tech stocks tumbling by close to $2 trillion in the last couple of days. So what's all this about? What's all this about? Why is it causing such an upheaval? Number one, the claims around efficiency. DeepSeek claims to have trained its AI models for a mere $5.6 million, as opposed to hundreds of millions of dollars or even billions with the incumbents, compared to the $100 million plus typically spent on by US giants. This could be a change maker for AI development costs. Hardware innovation, they are claiming, despite US export controls on advanced chips, DeepSeek has innovated around limitations. They have reportedly used Nvidia's H800 GPUs, which have capped performance, yet achieved impressive results. And this raises questions about the effectiveness of current export restrictions. Despite all these geopolitical hullabaloos around technology that America and its allies see as strategic and of national security importance, this startup seems to have circumvented those limitations. Is there a competitive edge? If these claims hold true, it could challenge the dominance of US tech giants in the AI race, potentially reshaping the global market. There's speculation, however, that these guys have done what is known as pre-sanctioned stockpiling. So they've stockpiled these GPUs before the sanctions America put in place against especially Chinese companies. There's also the talk around novel architectures. DeepSeek's success might stem from innovative software optimization that maximizes performance on limited hardware. That old notion of software eating the world, well, software has eaten the world. Then there are potential domestic alternatives. China's push for tech self-reliance could be bearing fruit. We don't know yet how true this is, but locally developed chips potentially supplementing imported ones. I mean, the fact of the matter is this landscape is evolving rapidly. And even as I speak, I understand that Alibaba has unleashed another AI agent claiming to be better than DeepSeek. So let's wait and see. So as we witness this technological leap, it's very crucial for businesses and investors to stay informed and agile. What are your thoughts? I'll be keen. I mean, social media is all over this place. It's all over this story. How it evolves in the next couple of weeks will be super, super interesting. And as we talk right now, as of last evening, something happened on the DeepSeek website. And they claim, and in fact, I want to read for you exactly what they said on their website. Basically claiming that they are under massive denial of service attack. New registrations could not go through as of last evening and up to sometime today. Now, some people are starting to claim that this timing is fascinating. It's because it just come hours after becoming the most downloaded app on Apple's App Store and causing a 1 trillion drop in US tech stocks. DeepSeek is claiming to match OpenAI's performance. Here are the key points to note on this so-called cyber attack. The attack has, number one, forced registration limits. Existing users are unaffected. However, the service has been decidedly slow, as per my personal experience. The company suspects a DDoS, which is basically a denial of service attack targeting their infrastructure. The impact on the Nasdaq was 3.1%. On the S&P 500, that's impact in the billions and trillions of dollars on value lost from companies. So while this attack remains unknown, there's speculation that sophisticated attackers have checked in. Could they be state actors concerned about China's AI advancement, or is it just opportunistic cyber criminals exploiting sudden fame? But this incident highlights how AI competition is becoming the new frontier of tech warfare. The question isn't just about what, who, or where companies claim dominance, but how they can actually protect it. Now let's move to South Africa as we look at the news that the central bank governor was asked in a meeting, is South Africa going to have a Bitcoin reserve? And basically, typically for a central banker. And on this, I'm inclined to agree with him. I mean, what are we stockpiling? Stockpiling Bitcoin? Stockpiling Ethereum? What next? Are we going to stockpile beef or cashew nuts, for example? So we are living in interesting times, ladies and gentlemen. This whole hula baloo around artificial intelligence. What is interesting is that this time around, I believe there's a bubble. For sure there's a bubble, but there is also some very intrinsic values around using artificial intelligence. The billion-dollar question, or even the trillion-dollar question, is what are we in Africa doing around artificial intelligence? Until next week, looking forward to further engagement. Thank you very much.